You see this thing collectively known as the Igbo money, the Igbo wealth, that representation of the Igbo, wealth system. This video is not to incite any form of cultural, tribal resentment or reservations you might have for other tribes, or not to also incite any form of intracultural or tribal differences amongst the Igbos, but for the purpose of learning. Now, this thing called the Igbo money, there's a difference between the Igbo money and the Anambra money. Understand that I'm not saying this from a place of trying to stir up anything, but please flow with me to pick up a thing. There's always a difference between an Igbo man's money, a random Igbo man's money, and the Anambra state man's money. You know why? The Anambra man is synonymous to that very character in that very book, Oliver Twist, the Oliver Twist himself. You know why? Because Oliver Twist always wants more. Oliver Twist never settles for less. The Anambra man doesn't settle for just more. He settles for what that is beyond more. Every information you are giving an Anambra man, he wants to double it. Teach an Anambra man a new model of business and watch him harness that very business that you've been in for years to extract even other sources of wealth, other sources from income, from the same source that you actually taught him. That is the spirit of an Anambra man. And that is the reason why the wealth is as mass as that. When you see an Anambra man spending money, you know that this money is from a source that was harnessed, that has multiples. Even if they say that this person is into this very thing and you don't get to see anything much from, this very niche or this very business, the Anambra man knows exactly what he's doing in that very business. Now, every end of the year and every new year, the Igbo men, the Igbo billionaires are always staging dramas, cultural dramas and events that is actually backed with a lot of billions of naira, just for the purpose of having that fun. The Anambra people have numerical strength in billionaires. The number of billionaires they have, they are in high numbers. This is the reason why every governorship election in Anambra State is always taking the face of a federal election, where it takes days to collect the data of the election and process the result. It takes days, just like the federal election. And this is because there are a lot of billionaires in Anambra State who have interest in government, maybe out of the friendship they have with the candidate, or maybe out of interest of business or contract they're actually seeking. They finance and fund this project independently on behalf of their interested candidates. Now, there is a business culture, a business routine, what I would call a business discipline in Igbo land, where a younger person is meant to serve an established person who would definitely settle him in the future after serving him for years. It's a business culture in Igbo land. Many young Igbo men have faith in that very business discipline because they believe that one day they are going to go and serve the Oga. It's actually an apprenticeship system where you have to serve somebody before the person settles you, and you have to put you in line of what they're actually doing. It will surprise you to know that the Anambra child, the Anambra son, doesn't settle for that anymore. It's not like the Anambra people have actually gone lazy. No. Now, if you come to the biggest market in West Africa, which is Main Market in Onitsha, and they also come to other markets in Onitsha, you get to realize that the young men that is into this system of Eba boy are not from Anambra State. They are either from Ebonyi, Enugu, and they're actually doing well as well. Not because the Anambra youth have actually gone lazy, but because the Anambra youth feels there is more to business than just serving people for just years and settling you with 1 million, 2 million and all that. It's about adjusting your status with the economic policy and with the economic standing of the nation. One way to prove to you that the Anambra man never settles for just the basic information, they just want to harness that very information to get more that will benefit them. This very guy here learned Juju. He didn't settle for Juju alone. He added social media, and that was how everybody suddenly became digital DB overnight. This guy started it. They want to add something to that very thing they learned and pressure people. The Anambra man is actually born with the spirit to pressure. It is in them to pressure. You can't pressure them. It is their duty to pressure you. That is the reason why they can never settle for just little information. They're not desperate people. No, they can never, because there's a difference between desperate about something and being intentional about something. The Anambra man is very intentional about money, never desperate. He knows what to do. He knows what to crack. He knows what to harness. He knows how to think about it. He knows where to be in order for that information to give birth to other things. And when it comes to the husband market in the Igbo region, the Anambra man is the most prized commodity. Ask any girl in the Igbo region, they will tell you why.